feel like I kind of look naked if I'm like down here, but I'm not. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about the Anastasia Norvina palette. Oh, got it a little dirty. And yeah, so basically in today's video I'm going to give you some swatches of all the shades in the palette, give you a brief tutorial on what's on my face today, and just give you some information about this palette. So if you're interested in seeing any of that, then just keep on watching. Alright, so this is what the palette looks like. It's this beautiful purple palette. If you are interested in purples or pinks or any of those shades, then you need this. I mean, okay, are you ready for this? I'm gonna show you inside. Ready, if I can open it. Ta-da! Oh my god, look at, oh, whoops. Look at those shades. Mine looks a little gross right now because I gave you some swatches, and you'll see, I do mention it later on in the video, but you'll see that there is quite a bit of kick up in the palette. You'll see that I don't really mind the kick up or the fallout, just as long as the shadows perform nicely, and of course they do. Anastasia usually, I mean, there has been a bit of a fail with the Subculture palette, but usually Anastasia does no wrong. And I really love the palette as the brand and the palette as a whole. And yeah, oh, by the way, something like a little bit different. I went back to purple. I missed it so much, so I decided I needed to have some purple back in my life, and I got some blue as well. So I hope that you enjoy the new hair, but I figured this was the perfect time to introduce this palette because of all the purples, and I just thought it went well together. But anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. Basically, you can get this at Ulta. I'm not sure when Sephora is releasing it or if they have released it already, but I know that Ulta definitely has it because that's where I purchased mine. And you can buy this for $42, which I know is kind of a lot, but you do get 14 shadows. So if you like do the math, I don't know what that is, but I think it's worth it. Especially, I mean, if you're a purple girl like me, you'll love it. I think that's kind of all I wanted to say, just that the shadows do perform really well, the formula is great, and yeah, so if you're interested in seeing some swatches and a brief look at what I have on my face now, then just keep on watching. Here's a close-up of my eyes. So I'm going to start by priming my eyelids. I'm going to use the usual Tarte Shape Tape Eye Primer, and I'm just going to put this all over the lid. To set that down and to kind of provide a base, I'm going to go into base, which is this shade right here, and I'm just going to lightly tap that all over the lid. Now for a transition shade, I'm going to go into Incense, which is this beautiful, like, I don't know, beigey brown shade. And I'm just going to put that in the crease. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing with the shade Love, which is this other pink shade that is again stunning. Now using a more dense, well, this is kind of fluffy, but it's more dense than the one I was just using, a new brush, and I'm gonna tap into Passion, which is this dark, like plummy shade at the end here, and I'm just gonna put that on the outer and inner corners. Using that first brush, I'm going to go back into Incense, and I'm just going to blend everything that we've already done a little bit more. Okay, so far this is what we have. It's just a bit of getting punched in the eye, you know, the usual, what we have before we get to the end, but it'll look better, I think, I hope. So next I'm actually going to take a flat shader brush. This is one from e.l.f. and I'm going to tap into Celestial, which is the beautiful, stunning purple shade right here, and I'm really feeling the purple, as you can probably tell. And I'm just going to tap this onto the lid. I'm going to tap it on the outer and the inner corners is what I'm going to do. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of fallout, which I don't really mind because I do my eyes first, but just keep that in mind if you are interested in purchasing this palette. But I just have a makeup wipe on hand, and as soon as I'm finished with the eyes, I will clean it up. I will also say that the shimmery shades definitely have a lot of kick up in the palette. Like, as I was swatching them, now my palette is kind of a mess, but again, as long as the shadows perform beautifully, I don't really mind that kind of stuff. Now I think I want to go into the shade Dazzling, because it is like, it's a pretty dazzling shade, if I do say so myself. So I'm going to actually take my finger and tap right into that one. That is this shade right here, right next to the purple, and I'm just going to tap this right in the middle of the eyelid. I just want to make sure we still have that purple there, so I'm going to go back into the purple with the e.l.f. brush and just redo what we did before with the outer and inner corners. I'm going to go back with my finger one more time and just tap that in the center again. Okay, I do want to deepen up the corners a little bit, so I'm going to go back into that first dense brush. This is actually one from Luxie. This is the mini tapered brush, and I'm going to go into Drama, which is the dark purple at the end, and just lightly put that on the outer corners. We're just going to go back into Base and clean up the tops here underneath the brow bone, just to blend all the shadows out nicely. And then I'm going to take Dreamer, which is the lightest shimmery shade in the palette, and go underneath my brow bone. Okay, now for the fun part where we get to look like we haven't been in a battle. I'm going to take a makeup wipe and clean up all of the excess, because I mean, this is beautiful, but not quite the look I was going for. Look at that. Now you can actually see what's going on here. So this is what we have for the eyes right now. And I like it, I really do, but I think I want some more of that celestial purple because I feel like it's there, but it's not there enough. So I'm just going to take another brush and put this all in the crease because I feel like that'll really make it pop. Yes, I think I like that better. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but I think I can. Oh. Sorry about the lighting. There's like a thunderstorm happening outside right now, so the lighting's not the best. Not that my lighting usually is great, but you know, I make do with what I have, okay? Alright, I think now I will do my base and then I will come back to finish up the eyes with you guys, okay? BRB. And I'm back. So I did my base. Oh my god, did you see the lightning? That was crazy. I did my base. I did my bronzer, blush, highlighter. I used the Anastasia Beverly highlighter, which I realized is probably not a great idea because I don't think it's available anymore. But you can just use like a really pretty gold highlight. I also like the ColourPop ones that just came out. Those are beautiful. But anyway, I used that. I also added a little bit on my brow bone. And now it's time to finish up the eyes. By the way, I will have all those products that I mentioned or didn't mention in the description below, just so you know exactly what I used, just in case you're wondering. But I realized that I feel like it's missing something. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take a really fine, or really, yeah, I guess fine, brush like this one. This is the Morphe E36. And I'm going to just go into Soul, which is this gorgeous like periwinkle color. It's kind of like the color of the palette. And I'm going to run this along the lower lash line. I like it a lot. Okay, and then I'm going to add some eyeliner. I actually have this beautiful ColourPop eyeliner called No Shame. It's like this is what it looks like. I know it kind of looks black, but it's like a purpley black, and I think it'll really bring out the look. So I'm going to use this eyeliner. And then for mascara, I'm going to use the Too Faced Better Than Sex because that's just been like my favorite at the moment. This one right here. And then the last thing we need is a lip. So I didn't know what color I wanted to use on my lips. I wanted to kind of just go natural, which you totally can. You can pretty much use whatever you want with this look. but I think I wanted to stay with the whole Anastasia theme. So I'm going to be using a Anastasia liquid lip, and this is in the shade Dusty Rose, and I thought it would bring out like the pink in the eyes, so I'm just going to go for it. Otherwise, I would probably just put on some chapstick and call it a day, to be honest. But we're going to use this. So I'm loving all the shades of pink and purple and blue. So much color. I love it. And then I just finished this off with some setting spray that is in the other room, so I'm not going to do that right now. But that pretty much is it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you enjoyed the tutorial and the swatches. Let me know if you've picked up this palette. What do you like about it? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know in the comments below, and I'd love to see what other looks that you come up with if you end up purchasing this palette. So definitely tag me in those, because I love seeing what other people come up with using the same stuff. But I think that completes this video, so I will see you in the next one. Thanks you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!